Good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
Burr.
Burr for sure, man. Burr for sure. And it's so bright out here right now, guys, because it's so white and fluffy. We got our snow, as you guys can tell. It came.
It really is. And I have sunglasses, but I'll suffer it out with you, you know.
Thank you, babe. That's true love right there,
let you guys be able to see my curly blues, you know.
That's true love. Those who suffer together stay together.
No, it's pretty crazy. I'm surprised that it snowed as much as it did.
Yeah.
You know?
It's actually not too bad. It's about an inch and a half, 2 inches in some areas.
Yeah.
With the snowdrift, you got 6 inches and more. But there's actually just a lot of ice. Like, I'm looking at the house right now and there's just like icicles all on the top. I am so happy that we have the ice and water shield covering the whole thing, because dang, there's some pretty good icicles. And I have a feeling that throughout the day, like today and tomorrow, they're just going to get big and long.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, you know. I really don't think this is gonna stick around for too long. I know that tonight is gonna be a really, really cold one.
Yeah.
We have some cold weather all the way out until like Saturday night, but after that it starts warming up.
Yeah,
good.
And it warms up quick too. Like on the weather thing, it says even in the 70s, which is just crazy because we're sitting in snow this week, and you know, in 7 days from now, we're probably going to be in shorts and a t-shirt again. But that's Arkansas, guys, and I am here for it. I absolutely love it. It is still winter, you know, so like having this last little bit, you know, just to kind of, it's good. Today's video is sponsored by Cobizi. One thing we always need more of here on the homestead is covered space. Whether it's for working on projects, staying out of the sun, or keeping things dry when the weather turns.
This pop-up tent comes with everything we need to get it up fast. Solid steel poles, easy connectors, and a tough, weather-resistant canopy. It's surprisingly simple to assemble, and you don't need any fancy tools. Just a little teamwork. When you need some extra shade and shelter for an event, the Cobizi 10x30 pop-up tent has you covered. Literally. It's big enough for a crowd, but still easy to set up, even with just 2 people. The fabric itself is waterproof and UV resistant, so whether it's in a drizzle or a hot summer sun, you're protected. And underneath, you've got a sturdy frame that gives the whole thing great support. It's strong but lightweight, designed to hold up through backyard parties, markets, camping trips, you name it. There's even a built-in bug screen, so you can enjoy your time outside without the unwanted guests flying in. With everything in place, it's spacious, well-ventilated, and ready for whatever you've got planned. And when you're done, packing it up is just as easy. The whole thing collapses down neatly and fits right into this rolling storage bag, making it simple to take everywhere.
Out here, the weather changes fast. 1 minute it's sunny, the next it's pouring rain. Having a pop-up tent like this is going to give us an easy, reliable way to keep dry and stay out of the elements, and it's waterproof. It's UV resistant. It's built with reinforced poles, so it stands strong even in the windy conditions.
And you guys, this thing is big, like really, really big, big. Plenty of room for projects, storage, or even an outdoor kitchen setup. It is super duper versatile.
We've already got so many plans for this thing, and I can see it's a must-have for any homestead or outdoor space. If you need a solid, easy to set up pop-up tent, definitely check this one out. I'll put a link down in the description down below, as well as a pinned one for the top comments right there. Check it out, you guys. It is one heck of a pop-up tent, and it is huge.
So we want to say thanks again to Cobizi for sponsoring today's video and sending us this amazing, beautiful pop-up tent. Honestly, it's going to be a summer game changer for us, and I cannot wait to take it down to the lake.
Yes, it's going to be super awesome, be bug-free and sun-free.
Yeah, it's going to be so nice, guys, so nice. So again, we want to say thank you so much to Cobizi for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out the link down in the description below, also the pinned comment section if you guys want to pick one up for yourselves. And with that, let's get back to your video.
I've been waiting for this little bit of snow or ice or whatever you want to call it, one more time so I can plant my seeds.
Yeah, Gary wanted to get that done. We have a whole lot of grass seeds and like clover seeds and just seeds.
And I've heard, the best time to plant it is at the last snow. And when there's snow on the ground, you put it in. That way, when it all melts and everything gets watered evenly.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's washed away.
Yeah, it sticks.
It sticks a little bit better.
It'll stick to the mud.
I'm going to see, we've thrown out a lot of seed and it's washed down over there. Down there's got a lot of good grass.
Yeah.
Up here, it's patchy. So
very patchy, especially along where we had the front, fencing where we were keeping the dogs and all that before we did all this. If you guys follow our channel, you know what we're talking about.
No.
But like this whole front area where the dogs used to run back and forth, that's just dirt, man. It's been so hard to try to get anything to grow right there. There's a ton of rocks there that eventually, when all this melts and stuff, in springtime, we're probably going to want to do a good rake into the yard.
We definitely grow some rocks out here.
Yeah, we grow rocks.
For sure. But yeah, no, we're going to get it all seeded up and everything. And I'm excited because I've got a new little seeder that I picked up at the feed store. I was like, hey, you have that that seed thrower thingy? I was like, all right.
I'm going to
grab that. I've seen it. And it looks like a really good one. So I'm excited to use it. I've used all different styles except for that one.
Yeah, we had like the little handheld one. We had the push one. I mean, we still have both of those things actually.
Yeah.
The push one, I think, is at Bobbles though. Or somewhere.
It might be at Bobbles or we might still have it in Snown.
It might be in one of our other storage.
Other storage shed over there.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I mean, it's nice. But for me being tall and trying to push that thing, it's almost like a grown man trying to push a kid's shopping cart.
Or like, you remember those
that
little...
makes any sense.
I immediately, when you started saying that, I immediately thought of like, those little poppers that you get for the toddlers. And it's this little push thing and it's usually like a white stick. And then on the bottom, it has like this ball thing and it has all these, and it's clear, and it has those little balls that pop up and you walk and it goes pop, 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 pop.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of is like that.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, if I'm probably going to get my noodle together, I've got some extra steel pipes and everything. I might extend that thing and make it a lot longer. Make it, up to here to where it's like, instead of reaching all the way down.
Up here, like the bikes, the motorcycles.
Hey, that might be comfortable. I don't know.
It might be. I've never ridden on one. I'm just saying.
But
I'm just joking here.
I know. Anyway. Me neither.
I'm just in a mood. I'm in a good mood.
I'm just saying that thing, for tall people, it's not the funnest. And then the handheld one, it's cool, but I feel like if it had like a wrist rocket type aspect to it where it would grab your arm and sort of like help out with the weight after a little bit.
Here's what I don't like about the handheld one. You can't put as much seeds in it. Mm-mm. Like you're constantly having to refill it. Like you get like just, at least for our size of our yard, we get like one row and then we're back to refilling it and then another row and then it's like, and so it takes
after the 10th
longer
fill, your arm's like jello because you're holding this thing like this for so long.
Straight out in front of you. It's like me with the cameras recording everybody. After a while, I'm like, okay, I can't hold my hand out anymore, guys. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I surrender.
So I'm excited about that one.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a bag and it straps to you.
Like a baby carrier.
Yeah.
Go from like the baby push ball thingy to the baby carrier.
I feel like that will, and it can put a lot of seed in there. So I mean, I'm curious to see how it works and how well it's like. It's not going to beat my body up. You know what I mean?
No, I do, and I hear you.
I got that mainly because of all my deer spots and everything.
Yeah, be able to hike it out
somewhere in a bag and then spread. That sounds like a very, very nice way to go about it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it sounds a lot better than the alternative of hiking out these big bags of stuff. You fill it and then you hike out to your spot and then there you go.
Yep.
Well, while you do some of that today, I've got more stuff to do inside.
Yep.
Abraham, for his birthday, one of the gifts that he got for his birthday was this like National Geographic's box science kit thing that we got. And this one is like the totally gross kit. So it's perfect for an 8-year-old, but it has like make slime boogers and like make nasty things. I don't know, but you have to like mix these chemicals and stuff together, and you know, it's a whole science thing. So Abe's been kind of asking me since this weekend when we got it for him, hey mom, when can we do that, you know?
Yeah.
And I told him yesterday that we would do it today. So I am going to take some time with his homeschool and do a little bit extra into science, you know, and work with him with some of that. And then, like I said, do some administrative stuff. And Gary is just going to run the Gary show. He's going to do a great job with it. I'm
going to run around and do this, do that.
Yeah.
Try to tackle all sorts of areas. It is a snowy day.
Yeah. Hey, and all the birds are out right now too. I've already been doing some bird watching. There's some birds right there. The blue jays have been out like crazy, which we see the cardinals out here pretty often, which I love. I love the cardinals. But lately we've been getting blessed with those blue jays. Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, yeah, come on, come back over here, you know, because I just like watching all sorts of the different birds and stuff. And we even had a squirrel hanging out in that tree yesterday during like all of the sleet and all of the nastiness. Yeah. I was like, what are you doing? And the squirrel's just hanging on for dear life in the tree. The tree's doing this. The squirrel's just sitting there. And I looked over at it and it like locked eyes with me. And then he was like, I was like, you stupid squirrel. It was cute.
Pretty funny.
Anyway, squirrel.
That's probably what all these little...
Yeah, these little like, it's probably from the squirrels, man.
It probably is. I was like,
I'm telling you, like, and we don't usually get, I'll say this, we in our area, because it's so cleared out back here, we've, you know, did that intentionally, but the squirrels don't really come like here to the backyard. And I think it's because of the dogs, you know, the big dogs, and then we let the little dogs there or whatever out. If we do see them up over here, I usually will see them like going down towards the goat barn area off on that back trail. That's where I'll see them, like if I'm going to see them. But they've been getting braver and braver. Maybe they're just extra hungry. But I want to fill up.
That definitely is a thing right now.
Yeah,
you know,
they're hungry.
It's winter.
Yeah, and I do spread seeds out for the birds sometimes. Not all the time, but I do spread some seeds out for the birds. And I had a bird feeder that was kind of like I needed to clean out, and I cleaned it out maybe 10 or so days ago. So maybe there was still some of that left over on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
You know?
Because I've been seeing them hit that. I'm so glad that we put it down lower to the ground. Yeah,
I need to clean that guy out though too. And like, you know, those little like the square sweet treat things that you get, I need to take those ones out and refresh them and put some new stuff in there. But no, I had a smaller, like a little plastic one. Yep. And it got all sun rotted or whatever, and I just was cleaning up and ended up throwing it away, but it still had some seed and stuff in it, and I tossed it out, and it was right around over here, so that makes sense that the squirrel's hanging out over there. Yeah. But man, I felt so bad. That squirrel's hanging on for dear life, guys, like blowing in the wind. I was like, kid, you could find better shelter than that.
Squirrels are squirrels, man. They're
squirrely.
They're a little squirrely.
They're a little squirrely. There's a reason why.
There's a nut loose up there.
There's a reason why, you know, they squirrel and they call things squirrely and Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, there's a cardinal 100%. Right there, a female one, right there in that tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all over the place right now.
It's been a very, very beautiful morning, though. Everything's nice and quiet, right? Besides us yapping. Yep. You could hear all the birds. You can hear the water flowing. You guys can't because our microphones aren't going to pick that up because I got it on like noise cancellation. But like, if we be quiet enough, you hear that? You can hear the water going. I bet you the water is going to be flowing and flowing and flowing extra good today. And when all this stuff melts, it's going to be the last final flow before everything starts.
It's going to be flowing for a while. Yeah.
I mean, spring, right? We get a lot of rain in the spring.
Creeks don't really dry up until like the end of May.
I was going to say May, June.
Right around that ballpark. You might be lucky and get it all through June. I think we got that once or whatever, where it was like just before July or like right around July it stopped.
The first year that we were out here and that we did our Freedom Weekend and stuff like that, we crossed the creek. It was flowing. And that was on 4th of July. Yeah. And that was that first year. But that first year was exceptionally wet.
Yes.
Like, my goodness, it was so wet.
Yep. So, I don't know. This year's already been pretty wet. But it's
been actually very mild, though. Like, I know we're sitting out here in the snow, but we've got our nice jackets on, you know, and got gloves on and stuff, and the wind. See, the thing is the wind, guys. The wind is what ruins it because the wind is just like needles into your skin. And
the last couple of days have been extremely windy.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely windy.
Like when you go outside and the air hurts, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know? But again, we're very blessed because like we were saying, and we started this, you know, we're going to start out next week and we're going to be all the way back up to like that beautiful springtime, you know, 70s is just like, wow, gorgeous.
Yep.
So
it's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, but
I
can't believe it.
I love living in Arkansas because we do get the change of seasons and the weather. Like some people move away from this because they're like, I'm so sick of it. You know how many people I met growing up and like that I knew that lived in either the South or maybe the Northeast or something, or sometimes Midwest, whatever. But a lot of people moved from like the East and over here in like this general area over towards Las Vegas, one for jobs and stuff. But a lot of the times the people would move over there because they were tired of the weather over here. They wanted, you know, just straight sunshine for the most part. And you do get that there. You get the majority of the time it's sunshine. And even in the winter when it's cold, it's still sunny. Yep. So you don't have to deal with any of this. But me growing up with that my whole life, like so bored of it. I was just so bored of it, just looking outside and always looking the same. I was just like, man, I'm tired of this. You got to drive 3 hours just to get any kind of like color because everything besides brown and blue skies, that's all you would get. Brown for the dirt and the rocks, and then you'd get blue skies, and that was.
Yeah, and the springs where you had to catch it. Like legitimately look for it and catch it just in that right nick of time because it only lasts for like a week. Yeah.
And you would get the blooms, right? The cactus blooms. And then I forget what the name of the flowers are, but they're really pretty purple,
they're
wild.
Lavenders.
Yeah, they're like, maybe they are lavenders.
I want to say they're lavender.
But they're like wild flowers that just bloom in the desert. And we would get, at least out in Arizona, we would get some
daisies
huge, beautiful patches of it. And it would be there for literally like 10 days. And as soon as I seen the patch, I would be like, Gary, it's time for family photos. Let's go. Yeah. And we'd go out there and, you know, I did photography back then and we'd set up the camera and I'd be like, babe, like tomorrow we're doing family pictures. I saw the big patch of flowers. It's time. And he'd be like, all right, whoop. And we'd go and we'd do it, you know? Yep. But you had to like spring into action whenever it was going on because you would miss it. It would be, you 100% would miss it. It'd be
a week later
dead.
And it's gone. And you're all, what happened to all the flowers?
Yeah.
There was literally like
thousands and thousands.
100 acres of it and it's gone.
Gone. So you gotta move quick, you know? But out here, there's just more opportunities. There's just more, I don't know. It's just, this is what I always wanted. And I'm so blessed and so thankful, you know, that this is where we get to be.
Yep.
You know?
It's beautiful.
It certainly is.
It's amazing to be able to watch it change from here and there. And I mean, we're getting to that point where we're going to start watching that mountain behind us come back alive.
Yeah, like right now, you guys can see like at the very tippy top, there's so much snow up there. And
you can see right through all the...
Yeah, you could see through it.
Through the trees and...
See kind of the ridges and stuff. But soon it's going to be like really light green because they all pop off like a light green color and then they kind of get darker and darker. But soon, guys, soon. We're talking 2 or 3 months. It's going to be pop.
It's going to be a mountain full of green trees.
It'll be a whole new world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good day today. We're gonna have some fun and be able to get a lot of little things going here and there. You know?
We're gonna have us a good snow day. Yeah. Like I said, I got some stuff I got to do in the office. Gary's gonna be Farmer Gary, take care of some things. I'm gonna do a lot of cooking today because that's what I do on snow days. I'm gonna do some cooking, do some admin work, hang out with them kiddos, do some science, and just kind of take it easy. We've got a lot of things moving in the right direction as far as like our cabin build. We were talking about different things and the placement of, you know, stuff like that. So I think maybe tomorrow, we'll head up inside the cabin and we'll start chalking out some lines and stuff for more preparation on where things are going to go upstairs, like electrical and like all the plumbing and stuff like that. Because another thing that we're going to have to start actually like chalking out for or trying to figure out is going to be like that AC ductwork stuff. And we've been talking with you guys about it, but things take time. Mm-hmm. Lots of planning, lots and lots of planning. But, you know, it's worth it. It's worth it to take our time and make sure that we do it right, because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of finances, and this is our dream. And it's like, why rush it away? I want to make sure that we do it right and we do it exactly how we want to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
But today's going to be an absolutely fabulous day. I'm really looking forward to how everything's going to go. I posted a video on Simple Life yesterday, guys. If you guys didn't get to see it, it's up there. I posted it kind of late in the evening just because of how the timing of my life worked out and getting it finalized and everything. However, I did get it up. You guys got to see Gary go over and use some of his brain power over at DD5s.
Yep.
And help him out with getting things set up. And we are going to be helping out Mike and Lissa with their barn raising. Mike has a lot to do before we can go over there and start doing stuff. But when he gives the hoo-to-hoo, we'll be over there to help him.
Yep.
We got to talk to Mike a lot about like the AC ducting and stuff that we're doing over here. Also continuing to plan for the metal on our roof. And it was just overall a really great like community day.
Yep.
And then also, the kids were helping out over here, and the kids did a lot of work without even us having to really write them about it. They're really growing to be wonderful people, very responsible, and I'm super proud of them. And also all of our friends as kids, they're all a really good group of kids. And they did a great job. They did a really great job out here. But at the end of that video, I was going to be putting in like that footage I was talking to you guys about yesterday here on Real Talk, where I was like, yeah, there's definitely going to need to be a disclaimer. There's going to need to be this and that, because we did continue recording that same day, and we came home and then we took care of some more stuff. But I'm holding off on that footage, and there's a couple reasons why. So because of the graphic content in that video, one, I don't want to have that video be sponsored, just in case it does get flagged or taken down or something happens with it and it becomes an issue and I can't keep it up online. I don't want to do that to our sponsorships. To the companies. I really appreciate them so much for, reaching out to us and like for that. And if anything happens, I don't want to take the video down and then it kind of screws them over too. So there's that. But two, because I find it to be really an educational thing, I want it to be something that I want to fill a need. When I was running into this issue, I had to do hours and hours and hours of research to try to figure out how to deal with the situation and what to do and all of this. And there was very, very small information, like video wise, available to me, at least in my language, and also from people in like Western countries, because the majority of the people that I could find were obviously extremely helpful to me, but they were in like India and like possibly some places, maybe in Africa or something. I don't know. They were speaking a language that I don't know what it is. And just by looking at like where, what's around them and their surroundings, I'm just assuming, I don't know for sure. But they were, so finding something or being able to put some information out there to other people that maybe are looking and have the same situation, maybe I could facilitate a need. So with all that being said, I heard you guys in the comment section, you guys were like, just keep it real, put it in one video. But then I started thinking about it and I was like, that might be not a good look for the sponsor. Maybe they wouldn't appreciate that type of video. And then I was also thinking, I want to make it easier for people that are running into this issue to be able to find it and kind of like get to the point of how to fix it. Because when you're dealing with something like that, it can be kind of stressful.
Yep.
And the last thing that I want to do is like, make any of that worse for anybody. I want to be a facilitator of help. Yep. So that's why I decided to do that. And I'm holding off on it because honestly, the situation is going very well. Right when we finish this up, I'm actually getting ready to go back down to the animal area. We're going to check on the chicken. We're going to give it another dose of some medicine and stuff. And I want to do like, hey, day 2, day 3, day 4, or day 5 until hopefully like the chicken's doing a lot better, or at least like significantly better. And then I can wrap that video up and like put it out. So that way it's like, hey, this is kind of like what to expect on the healing journey kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got an idea. That's kind of what I'm thinking about in my head. We'll see how it all pans out. But yeah, if some of you, I know some of you were actually looking forward to seeing all of that. And I'm still going to do it. I just decided it was an executive decision at the last minute. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hold off on it for a little bit. So it's coming, and I will, again, there will be full disclaimers. It'll be like, you know, the title will be like, warning, will gross you out. It'll be something like that, to where, like, you know, if you don't want to see it, don't watch it then. Like, you know, don't click on it. Don't watch it. If it's something that you don't want to see, then, and I won't be offended. It is what it is, but I think that it can really help out some people in the future. And that's what I want to do. So anyway, yappity, yappity, yap, yap, yap. That was the last announcement, though, I swear, friends. I'm not going to scroll off and remember anything else. That was pretty much all I wanted to kind of get out there for you guys today. But we got some stuff we're going to do. I can see the kids are waiting for us already. So we're going to hop on it, go take care of those animals, and get this day started. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and watching today's episode. Remember to subscribe if you guys haven't yet subscribed. And until the next one, friends, we love you all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.